Jesus freak here. Now, it's not out of the ordinary for me to have tacos once in a while for dinner, and of course, the jokes tend to come up on the internet about white people tacos, where you start with basically prefabricated everything. I mean, it's not out of the ordinary for even me, as much as I make a lot of weird stuff. I just take a pound of ground meat and fix it with this, and just slap the same kind of stuff you get at Taco Bell on top. That's literally it too, because that's just how I roll. Well, one day I was watching a Twitch streamer I follow, and he was, of course, taking a mick, as he sometimes does. And he referenced a meme. When I find out about memes, I'm usually the last person to the party, right? I mean, I was already the last person to the party when I was a kid. Never mind now, me in my 40s, still being kind of, behind the times. So, try to explain it. I got Know Your Memes open on this other phone. White people tacos refers to memes and jokes about a kind of taco stereotypically associated with white Americans. In May 2020, a video of Keith Habersberger from the Try Guys singing a song called White People Taco Night went viral on TikTok, with the lyrics satirizing the kind of hard-shelled tacos that are made using pre-made grocery store ingredients. The idea of white people tacos is sometimes associated with Taco Tuesday, a corporate scheme devised to sell more tacos. Of course it's a corporate scheme. What isn't? In 2024, a clip of Tim Walz saying that he makes white guy tacos incited some controversy online, with several conservative internet users criticizing Kamala Harris for asking him if he makes tacos with tuna and mayo, and viewing his comment about disliking spicy food as anti-white. I mean, Tim Walz is good at taking a mick. That's just a fact. And, I mean, that's a reasonable old joke about how a lot of us is stereotyped as not really liking spicy food very much. And here I am, I'm playing completely into the stereotype. I mean, right down to this taco sauce I'm using being Ortega. Yeah, it's soft-shell tacos because I like soft-shell tacos better. But by modifying my taco spice with this, and by using, absolutely the hottest variety of taco sauce that they sell in ordinary stores, I mean, yeah, I could always use this stuff, but I actually, as much as this stuff does actually have a bite, I actually prefer the regular tier of hot better because it tastes better, and because it's not all about the heat for me. Anywho, you probably see, me making a taco. There's hardly anything unusual about for a white upstate New Yorker, don't at me at your definition of upstate New York. But as a white upstate New Yorker, what makes a taco for me is nothing out of the ordinary. Apart from, well, you know what they say, the devil's in the details. I showed you the spices I added to the taco spice. Cayenne pepper and smoked paprika, which enhance both the heat and the flavor a little bit. In fact, I actually have my own recipe of sorts for taco spice, but it's just easier to use prefab. So what if anything is weird there other than the heat level? Well, I had some ground turkey to use up, so it's a turkey taco. With this much spice in it, you're not going to tell the difference between beef and turkey. I've done beef, I've done turkey, I've done lamb. I don't think I've done bison. I could have done bison. I'm going to be doing chicken tacos later in the week. Don't at me on that one. Y'all know my politics aren't exactly the same as most of you. I think the weirdest thing that went into this particular taco, I mean, the basic ingredients of basically, when you order a taco supreme at Taco Hell, it's exactly the same kind of thing I made, except that the cheese is just regular cheddar instead of tri-state cheddar mixed with cheddar cheddar. You know, mixing the tri-state and cheddar gives it sort of a weird effect because you got cheddar cheese in 3 different colors. And yeah, it's a bit weird using the cheddar because the taste is slightly different, so I only use it in small amounts. That's why I keep the shredded stuff that I shredded myself, because I can only handle it in a small amount because otherwise the taste is going to throw me. But it still tastes enough like cheddar. I mean, it is cheddar, it's just made with goat milk instead of cow. But goat milk in general has less, I think, carotene in it. So it's, frankly, it looks like paraffin wax, if you ask me. Hey, you know, whatever strokes your ego, right? Jesus freak out.